record button here so I can record this live stream. So, all right. Okay, welcome, Kodiaks. Hey, I named our group. I named us. We're not from Alaska. I don't know. If anybody has a better name, then let me know. But Kodiaks, the Kelsey code, Kodiaks, that's, I don't know, kind of like maniacs. We're going to work like maniacs. We're going to, be crazy about our mission. We're going to be crazy about what it is that we're doing. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense for you and going forward. Anyways, hey, what we're talking about here is I want to talk about slogans. There's a couple topics here. I had prepared yesterday when I was at the hospital. I kind of prepared. I put everything into my template that puts together my script for my and notes and things like that for my Facebook Lives. And then I got up this morning and totally scrapped it. I'll save that for next week. I have so many different topics and things I want to cover and talk about as we move into 2020. I can't believe that today is January 10th of 2020. So we're already 10 days into this new year. And I feel like, I don't know about you, but with the work that we're doing, I feel like I'm not doing enough, that I feel like I'm falling behind. There's just so much on my plate. There's just so much, and I'm sure most of you can relate to that. So anyways, we have an extremely important job and mission here. I want to just make sure, it looks like, okay, I was just wanting to check here, make sure that you can hear me. So give me a thumbs up, click like button, let me know that you hear us fine. So that way we're going forward. So anyways, okay. Well, I want to have some fun, first of all. There's the other thing, too, is I want to talk about slogans, and then I want to talk about that somebody posted on one of my Facebook pages and about going to, in the month of May, going door-to-door, things like that. I want to talk about that. I think there's some really good ideas behind this, but before I know, I want to give you my thoughts on this, and because, again, I believe that, making connections, finding new people to talk to, finding people that will engage with you, have that conversation, and finding new ways to have those conversations. So I think there's some validity to that. And before people really go to throw everything into that, I want to propose some questions. And there's a great book. Let me hang on one second. All right. Okay, I'm back at you here. Okay, there's a great book. I got two books here. Okay, and this one here is called "Change Your Questions, Change Your Life." It's an excellent book by Marlene Adams. She's a PhD, and this will really. I've got highlights in here. I've got, it's a great book, especially, it has 12 powerful tools for leadership, coaching, and for life. Great book. I highly recommend it. Another book, and this might go along with what we're going to be talking about, and it's really something that's called The One Thing. And in here, he talks about the one big domino. And basically, what are you trying to knock over? I believe this is the one. But we all are faced with so many things, and this is, like I said, I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I got too much on my plate. I got too much things that I'm trying to take care of and do on a day-to-day basis. Hey, wifey. So it's I just feel like it's I need to focus on the one thing. In other words, what's that one thing that you need to do each and every day? And focus on that, and that'll build momentum. And when I do that, a lot of things really, really start to change. And make great connections, have great conversations. Like I got an email today from a gentleman who just joined the Kelsey Code immediately sent me an email, and he's got a great question. We're going to have a nice conversation today. Matter of fact, probably as soon as we get off this Facebook Live, and I'm hoping that maybe we can partner him up, and we'll find out what he's doing there. And I know he's working in the area, swim lessons, things like that, with what his goal is. So anyways, this is where it all starts. So let's have some fun first. Okay. So this, I don't know who all's here, but if you're here, type in the answer to these questions here. We're going to talk about slogans. These slogans are about 20 years old. And let me find them here. Let me go back. Anyways, let's see. Okay. All right. I'm going to go from oldest. These are some honorable mention slogans. So when I mention the slogan, see if you know the company name. Okay. We bring good things to life. Okay. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. So there's two of them. Okay. The one, I'm sure, the melts in your mouth, not in your hands. I'm sure you'll probably get that one. But what about we bring good things to life? Okay. Well, that one is General Electric. Okay. GE. We bring good things to life. Melt in your mouth, not in your hands. M&M candies, right? So melt in your hands. Here's another slogan. Loose lips sink ships. Okay. It doesn't go to a company name. It's a public service announcement. And, you know, if you think about we're in water safety, yeah, M&Ms. Very good. Very good. Hey, we got two people who knew the M&M one. But, oh, I hate it when my nose itches here. What does that mean? My wife knows all these little things. I mean, your hand itches, this itches. What, you know, I got my nose in somebody else's business, right? That's probably what it is. Anyways, loose lips sink ships. That's just a public service announcement. Okay, here's one, goes back, all the way back when I was a kid, but let your fingers do the walking. Probably the younger kids probably don't know this. What advertisement was that? What's that slogan from? Okay. Here's one. Look, Ma, no cavities. Okay. Look, Ma, no cavities. Let your fingers do the walking. That's the Yellow Pages. Yellow Pages. Look, Ma, no cavities. That's Crest toothpaste. Okay. So Crest toothpaste. Look, Ma, no cavities. Okay, here's the top 10. Okay. Where's the beef? Now that one goes. That one goes back, and I think even probably younger people might even know that one. But what company? Came up with that slogan in their marketing campaign? Where's the beef? Number 9 is when it rains, it pours. Okay. Number 8 is does she or doesn't she? Okay. So number 8 is does she or doesn't she? Number 7. I think everybody should get this one. Breakfast of Champions. Okay, so number 7 is Breakfast of Champions. I'll go back and give you some of the answers. If you know these, John, type it in the comment box. Good to the last drop. Okay, and clue is it's a coffee. So on that note, take a sip. Good to the last drop. I'm not down to the last drop yet. Number 5, we try harder. That one I didn't know. Here's one. Go back to my high school days. So that's a long time ago. Tastes great, less filling. Okay, that's number 4. Tastes great, less filling. Number 3, Max. Yep, right. Number 3, the pause. Let's see. The pause that refreshes. I didn't know this one because I didn't put the two together. But the pause that refreshes. Number 2, just do it. We all should probably get that one. And, you know, a diamond, this is number one. Number one slogan is a diamond is forever. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the answers to these if you've got them. You know, it looks like Lori's doing pretty good. Wendy's, Morton Salt, Wheaties, Maxwell House. Hey, all right. So let's see. Anybody else got some comments in there? Let's see what is. Anyways, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, and there's a method to my madness behind this. Okay. So anyways, let's go to number 10. The answer to number 10 was, where's the beef? That is Wendy's. You're right if you got that. Number 9 is, when it rains, it pours. It is Morton Salt. And Cheryl, no, the answer is not Jared. But close, okay? I guess, but that's not the answer that's shown here. But anyways, number 8, does she or doesn't she? This one I did not know. It's Clairol. It's a makeup, right? Breakfast of Champions. Number 7 is Wheaties. So probably everybody got that one. How about number, where is it? Number 6, Good to the Last Drop. Yes, that's Maxwell House, if you got that. Number 5 is We Try Harder. Think about that one. That one is Avis, okay? Tastes great, less filling, okay? That's Miller Light Beer. Number 3 is The Pause That Refreshes, all right? This is Coca-Cola. I want to research that one, but they say it's Coca-Cola. Number 2 is Just Do It, and I think everybody got that one right. That's Nike. And number 1, where, you know, Cheryl, she guessed Jared's number 1, a diamond is forever. That is De Beers. Okay, De Beers, which is, you know, the jewelry brand, I guess. One, I don't know if they're still in business today, but anyways, I just wanted to have some fun with this because these slogans have been around a long time, and it's synonymous to the name of the company or their message or what they're about. And when we talk water safety, drowning prevention, this is what we need. We need a slogan. We need something that really says, and when people see it. So, you know, our mission is to show up on everybody's nude feeds. Our mission is to show up and you know, just be out there with a message. We need a message, something like this here. You know, so, you know, put your thinking caps on. You know, I've got a lot of different messages. I got a lot of campaigns, things. You know, the other one, you know, I've changed my some things on our profiles. I've been changing some things, and it's. And what I'm making a very bold statement, and that statement is we have the solution to the problem, and you know the problem within water safety, drowning prevention. So I'm looking at this as kind of our message. But here's the point: we have the solution, and the solution is you. The solution is you, because you know what you know can and does save lives. So so we're working with something around that, and so trying to, you know, the other slogan I have is "Can't swim, don't go in." You know, that a lot of people like that, but it's, you know, again, this is what I've been told from people in the industry. Rick, we like the slogan, we like those things, but we didn't come up with it, so we're not going to use it. So, you know, this is why I've created this group in the Kelsey Code and kind of named this as Kodiaks. I mean, you know, we're going to be a little crazy. Now, before we run out of time, and Cheryl, being you're here, I know you commented on that post. I think her name's Hallie. She posted on my page, the group page with Let's Start a Water Safety Revolution, and that was about going door to door in the month of May. May being the water safety month. I want to, number one, I want to give you my thoughts on this, is because my question that I think, and I might reach out to her and ask her this. My question would be, why just May? Okay, there's 365 days in a year. There's 12 months out of the year. Number one, we can't mobilize enough people just for the month of May. And I understand it's Water Safety Month. It's a great time. Now, here's my thought process on this. going back years ago, back in the 80s, I used to have a real estate license, and I sold real estate. And this process still works today. And I know some people, and there's a lot of places that will not allow you to go door to door. There's city ordinances. There's things that just, I mean, and people nowadays, with people working, you just can't do that. And you just can't leave a pamphlet or brochure in somebody's mailbox. Okay. There's all kinds of laws against that. There's all kinds of laws against all kinds of things. So we have to get very, very creative with how we do this. What we used to do is, I think we worked in a real estate agency. I was in Newport News, Virginia Beach area at the time, and we had 150 agents. We, multi-million, billion, hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate is what we sold. But as a new agent, as somebody when you're getting started, you're trying to reach new people. And this works in almost any business from that standpoint when you want to reach somebody. But we would farm. In other words, we would find a neighborhood. We would find a neighborhood and, not necessarily go door to door, but we would have pamphlets, brochures, information about our services, what we did, our business card. We would take a Saturday afternoon and walk through the neighborhood. People would be out mowing their yards. They would be out mowing their grass. They'd be out walking their dog. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a housing development. But the point of this is finding a reason to engage and have a conversation with somebody. I believe that, not so much going door to door, but maybe using some type of strategy like this, and maybe in conjunction with a door to door activity. I think that it would work real well. There's a lot of fear. A lot of people have fear going up to a door. People can be very, very rude. They'll slam the door in your face. It can be very, very discouraging. Especially right now. I mean, this is a political season. It's people are they're voting, and so you've got all those people that are hitting the streets and talking to people, and so it's like, I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that, but I think this is a really, really good idea. And how can we implement this and put this in? And so I think it's really great to have a discussion like this and see how we can, not so much we as in like, hey, let's come up with our own idea. It's more about how can we educate other people maybe on something that works? If you're able to do a door-to-door campaign, that's great. The other thing I want to caution you about this is looking at ways that where your time is best spent, where it would make most sense for you to spend your time doing that. Okay. That's why I say maybe, picking a neighborhood or an area, things like that, and putting together a slogan. So you can come up with your own slogan, but coming up with your own slogan. Here's the thing: if you teach swim lessons, if you were to farm a community that has a lot of swimming pools, and then maybe look at working in conjunction with a real estate agent, when they sell a house that has a swimming pool, they make a referral to you to where you can reach out. They plant the seed and then you reach out to them. Okay. There are some really, really great, if you get creative and you begin to build a community and build a network, there is a really, really great way to do this without, going up and beating on a bunch of doors and getting no answers, and then leaving a pamphlet, and then you start getting messages and nasty messages, emails and phone calls from people that want to report you to the local authorities because there are certain ordinances or they have a code that says you can't do those type of things. And I know people do these things, but here's the thing: our mission is so important that it's not worth risking, getting an idea or getting something shut down. So, look for avenues to network with other business leaders and community leaders. There's other ways of doing these things and reaching out. But I want to challenge you, if we're going to do, if you would be wanting to do this, is focus on 12 months out of the year. Make this part of your normal routine that you do on a day-to-day basis, whether or not it be, say, Saturday or Sunday afternoons. You make a point to go out. The other reason, here's when I used to be in financial services and I did mortgages, I also sold investments and insurance. We would do what's called face-to-face marketing. Okay, and here's the idea behind this. You would go to Walmart. I mean, literally, we would actually take a shopping cart and put some clothes, put some things, be shopping with no intention to really buy anything. But we would go through and we would find something where somebody would have something that would allow us to engage in a conversation. Maybe it's children. Here's one, for example. They are in the clothing department looking at children's bathing suits. Okay, Walmart, here it is. It's not springtime, but I'm sure they're starting, they're going to start putting their bathing suits and they're going to start putting those out right in front of the aisles. Great opportunity to maybe introduce yourself. Great opportunity to open up a discussion. Say, oh, you're looking for a swimsuit, looking for something. I mean, there are opportunities galore to be able to engage people in a conversation that you could do that, will bring results every single time. I think, for example, yesterday, I don't know whether or not I've got, my thank you card. Okay, great opportunity. You've got a thank you card. Maybe you come up with a little business card that, here's one here. It says, it's part of our branding. It looks very similar to the card, my little thank you card. And then I have my business. So you see there's some branding, some ideas there. So you put something together. Maybe it has your slogan. Maybe it has something that you're about. This has my logo design on here that has the Kelsey code, which has the pink cross. It says the Kelsey code. And then it also has the logo for can't swim, don't go in. We were working on trademarking that. It was a nightmare. If you have a slogan, you want to trademark something, you can do that. But again, but anyways, there you go. Just some ideas, okay? So when you go out and about, you can give them something. Maybe give them a pamphlet. We did this during 4th of July. 4th of July, we filled a wagon. We went to poolsafely.gov. We got those beach balls. I probably have them around here. Beach balls, the little rub-off tattoos, the little card that has for the splish and splash that you can get and download a game. We would walk around the park before the fireworks would go off, and we would turn around and we had 50-50 raffle tickets. We would sell, one for $1, arm's length for, like $5 or $10 or whatever we did. And then we would just throw these beach balls at Pool Safely. We would have a conversation. We did a car wash. We would have people stop by and get the beach ball. There are so many things that you can do. Number one, we're not a nonprofit. We had a car wash. We're not a nonprofit. We had a 50-50 drawing. And then that would allow us to pay for these type of things that we can give away. I mean, you can run it under your business name. It's advertising expense. So, until you make any money, we're all nonprofit anyways, right? I'm just saying that there's multiple things you can do that get creative, and, come up with a slogan that you can, every time you do something, and then farm. And when people turn around and say, hey, we just bought a house with a swimming pool, or our grandchild, we have a new grandchild, they need swim lessons, they need to learn how to float. You invite them, start a private Facebook group. Cheryl, you're here. That is something that you could do with your lifeguard, your littles. You can put that information on a little card. When you talk with somebody, say, hey, I would like to invite you. I do, the month of May, I do being it's Water Safety Month, I do a Lifeguard Your Little Facebook Live. I want to invite you to come and visit my page and, and enjoy hopefully I can give you some value through our Facebook Lives. I mean, there's so many ideas and so many things that we can do. And it's just, my brain explodes with this stuff all the time. I mean, constantly. I'm only one person. And this is why I'm saying that there are so many ways to show up in people's lives. There's so many different ways to show up with your slogan, your message, regardless of what business, and and doing something like that. So again, finding businesses that you can network with, you know, and not only that, but if you're out there farming and you're speaking to some people, and that is, you can send a lot of business to these people also. So it's a lot of give and take. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And hang on a second. Yeah, Cheryl, exactly. Social media is extremely powerful today, especially if we understand how to use it, and we have to use it the right way. And that's the thing. And people will respond, and they will help spread the word. And that's what I'm saying is hey, Rich Speck, he has his organization is called Respect, and it's called Respect Life and Cultivate Kindness. He has a little card that he goes through, and it's called Paying It Forward. And he'd give this card. He would go through, give this card. And it's about people paying it forward, about different things. And it's just, he took upon a particular program out there, paying it forward, and he did this, and it exploded his organization. It exploded his reach. I mean, he wound up, gave out 500,000 cards when he first started. Now he's giving out millions, and has grown a huge, audience. And, so I just think that there's just a huge area there, and not just with the social media, but also with everything else that we're doing. So again, getting creative, networking with business leaders, find business leaders, and then they're going to be able to open doors and get you into the Rotary Club, Lions Club, Kiwanis Club, JCs, into the school system, different things like that. Reach out to other water safety advocates and organizations that have products and services. Maybe you can network. Maybe they will volunteer, something, and then in turn you can pay them back by giving them some publicity through your channels, through your organization, through your community. My son is joining us in part of our mission. If you're going to be at the NDPA conference, he'll be joining us there in Fort Worth. But one of the things that we were talking about is networking with our school here, bringing some education. I'm watching my video here. My arms fly all over the place, don't they? It's like I'm trying to fly. Anyways, I get on a roll, but we're looking at networking with some other organizations that provide education into the school systems, and seeing if they'll donate. If not, we'll pay for it, and then in turn we're going to blanket a social media campaign and market this idea to the other school systems. So we can turn around and we implement a program in a school system. We then can interview that school system and the teachers of how that's affecting their water safety program, and then we can take that and we can put that in a social media campaign and market that to another school system down the road, and say, hey, do you have your water safety program in your school? Let me tell you a story about another school system here where we're working with. I mean, guys, we can get very, very creative, and we can change this. The solutions are really, real simple, and that's why I say we have the solution, and the solution is you. We just got to show up every single day, and we got to show up, and we got to work. And when we find something that works, we share it. Okay, these things work in all these other businesses and industries. Water safety is no different. It is no different. And I think we try to complicate things, and it's really, really simple. And the problem is 99% of the people will not do it. Okay, that's the problem. So let's be the 1% that does it. Okay. Hey guys, it's Friday, and I've kept you here way too long again. I'm sorry. These things are getting longer and longer. I've got a phone call I got to jump on. So, yep. Thanks a lot, hey guys, for being here. Good morning, Crystal. Go back and watch the rest of this too here. And hopefully things are going great in Texas and everything. I hope your workouts, all those things. I'm on a new thing here, and energy is just blowing up here on me. But again, we can make a difference, and we can share with people on an everyday basis. If you've got an idea, share it with me. Hit me up, rick@thekelsgroup.com. If not, we can jump on the phone. We can talk about it, whatever. But let's put a plan together, and if I can help you in any way, don't hesitate to let me know. So, yeah, that is sad, Cheryl, right? 99% of the people, you're absolutely right. But 1% can move a mountain. So let's do that, okay? So, anyways, hope you had fun with those slogans. Those are go back, and so we had a little bit of fun here today. Hey, it's Friday. Enjoy the Friday. Make the weekend, make an impact, make a difference this weekend, guys. We will be back here Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bat channel, or anyway, same Kodiak channel here. So hey, all right, guys, have a great weekend. We will talk at you all later. Okay, see you. All right.